The Sister Wives world is reeling after bombshell revelations about Kody and Robyn Brown's alleged attempt to manipulate the system and withhold child support from Christine Woolley. What started as whispers of financial tension has now erupted into a full-blown scandal that's shaking the foundation of the Browns family. Sources close to the show claim Kody and Robyn crafted a behind-the-scenes strategy to minimize payments owed to Christine for her children, a move fans are calling cold and calculated. As Christine continues to build her new life with David Woolley, the shocking truth about Kody and Robyn's financial games could destroy what little goodwill remains between the exes. The drama surrounding the Sister Wives family has reached a fever pitch once again. And this time, it's not about marriage woes or emotional distance. It's about something far more scandalous. A shocking accusation that Kody and Robyn Brown were allegedly scheming to avoid paying Christine Brown the child support she was legally and morally entitled to after their messy split. Fans of the long-running TLC series are fuming. Social media is ablaze with outrage, and many are calling this the final straw for a man who has already lost nearly everything. What began as whispers on fan forums has now exploded into one of the most controversial moments in Sister Wives history, and viewers are demanding justice for Christine, who has long been seen as one of the most wronged women in Kody Brown's chaotic plural family saga. The story of Kody Brown's fractured family has always been filled with jealousy, favoritism, and emotional manipulation, but the latest development has left fans feeling sick to their stomachs. According to insiders close to the family, there are growing suspicions that Kody and Robyn were working together to conceal financial details and downplay income sources in order to minimize or even eliminate the child support owed to Christine after her decision to leave the plural marriage. These rumors are particularly explosive given how publicly Kody once preached about fairness, equality, and responsibility in a plural family. Yet behind the scenes, fans believe he was carefully maneuvering to ensure that Christine, the woman who dared to stand up to him, walked away with less than she deserved. Christine's journey has been one of empowerment and escape. After years of emotional neglect and spiritual manipulation, she finally broke free from Kody in 2021, choosing peace and happiness over the hollow promises of a one-sided relationship. Viewers rallied behind her as she rebuilt her life in Utah, found love with David Woolley, and created a safe and joyful home for her children. But according to new whispers from inside the Sister Wives circle, her liberation came at a financial cost, one allegedly orchestrated by the man she left behind. It all began with subtle signs that something wasn't right. In the latest season, Kody repeatedly complained about his finances, lamenting that supporting multiple households was breaking him. Yet, fans were quick to notice that while he claimed hardship, Robyn continued to live in a spacious, expensive home with no visible change to her lifestyle. Many viewers began to suspect that the couple's financial troubles were exaggerated or at least selectively portrayed for sympathy. The questions started to grow louder. Was Kody manipulating his financial situation to avoid supporting the wives who had left him? For Christine, this question cuts deep. As a mother who had dedicated nearly 30 years to raising Kody's children, she was never motivated by money but by fairness. Sources close to her have hinted that Christine felt deceived and frustrated by Kody's evasiveness regarding financial responsibilities after their separation. When she left Flagstaff, she was determined to establish independence. But even she couldn't anticipate how difficult Kody and Robyn would allegedly make it for her to secure what she was owed. Fans have taken to Reddit, TikTok, and Instagram to share their fury, dissecting episodes for clues and sharing theories that Robyn may have helped Kody shuffle funds between accounts or mask income streams under her name. While there's no official confirmation from TLC or the Browns themselves, viewers point to a pattern that seems all too familiar. Robyn, who joined the family last and yet ended up with the lion's share of Kody's attention, has long been accused of manipulating family finances. Many recall that when Robyn entered the picture, Kody legally divorced Mary so he could marry Robyn, a move fans now believe was motivated more by financial convenience than love. By becoming Robyn's legal husband, Kody could officially share finances, make her children his legal dependents, and redirect funds that once went to the rest of the family into her household. It's this legal and financial entanglement that has fans convinced Robyn is the mastermind behind the alleged plot. Over the years, she has presented herself as the peacemaker, yet her actions often create deeper divisions. In this latest controversy, the optics are damning. While Christine, Janelle, and Mary have each moved towards independence, Robyn and Kody remain codependent, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Viewers are calling them Team Greed, a partnership built not on love, but on the preservation of control and money. The idea that they may have intentionally schemed to deprive Christine of child support has become a rallying point for fans who feel that Robyn has gotten away with too much for too long. Christine's fans are not staying silent. Online campaigns have emerged with hashtags like Justice for Christine and hashtag #CodyPayUp, calling on TLC to address the allegations publicly. Some are even urging the network to include a financial accountability segment in the upcoming Sister Wives Tell-All, demanding transparency about how Kody manages income from the show, cameo appearances, and other business ventures. Many believe it's time for the truth to come out and for Christine to receive what she deserves after years of loyalty and sacrifice. As the story continues to unfold, Christine herself remains the picture of grace and composure. On social media, she posts glimpses of her joyful new life with David Woolley, spending time with her children, cooking, laughing, and embracing her freedom. Her happiness is radiant and contagious, yet fans can't help but sense an undercurrent of frustration whenever she subtly references the challenges of co-parenting or financial independence. In one recent interview, she mentioned that walking away from a situation doesn't always mean the other person stops trying to control things. That statement alone fueled speculation that Kody was still attempting to exert influence, possibly through money.
Meanwhile, Kody and Robyn seem to be circling the wagons. Their recent appearances on the show have been defensive, with Kody lashing out at his exes for being ungrateful and Robyn painting herself as the victim of a public witch hunt. Fans, however, aren't buying it. They argue that every time Robyn tears up on camera, it's a performance meant to deflect criticism. The outrage has reached such a level that some viewers are calling for TLC to intervene, saying the network should stop enabling Kody's narrative and hold him accountable for his actions. One of the most chilling aspects of this scandal is how it seems to echo old wounds. Fans recall the emotional devastation Christine endured before leaving Kody, years of being dismissed, ignored, and belittled. They remember her tears as she confessed she no longer felt loved or valued. The possibility that Kody and Robyn would then compound that pain with a financial betrayal feels like salt in an already deep wound. For many fans, it's not just about money. It's about justice and respect. The Sister Wives audience has always been deeply invested in the women's journeys toward empowerment, and Christine's transformation from broken wife to radiant independent woman has become a symbol of hope. To think that her ex-husband and his favored wife may have tried to sabotage that independence enrages viewers who see Christine as a survivor of manipulation. The narrative that's emerging now paints Kody as a man unable to handle rejection, a patriarch whose control slipped away when his wives finally realized their worth. In the broader context, this scandal also raises uncomfortable questions about Kody's moral compass. For years, he spoke about faith, responsibility, and divine leadership. Yet, time and again, his actions have contradicted his words. Whether it's the favoritism shown toward Robyn, the abandonment of his older children, or now the alleged child support deception, Kody's credibility has eroded beyond repair. Even longtime fans who once sympathized with his struggle to balance multiple marriages now say they're done defending him. Christine supporters believe she has the upper hand, not only morally, but emotionally. Her happiness, her marriage to David Woolley, and her renewed confidence stand as proof that she doesn't need Kody's money to thrive. However, that doesn't mean she should be denied what's rightfully hers. In interviews, Christine has hinted that she's done fighting over the past, choosing instead to focus on her future. But fans argue that letting Kody off the hook could embolden him to continue manipulating others, including his remaining children. The controversy has also put Robyn under the harshest spotlight she's faced since joining the show. Once portrayed as the gentle newcomer, she's now widely viewed as the puppet master of the Brown family downfall. Her tearful interviews about missing her sister wives ring hollow to many who see her as the architect of the family's fracture. Now, with these allegations about financial scheming, her reputation may be damaged beyond repair. Some fans are even calling for a Sister Wives spin-off that follows Christine, Janelle, and Miri, leaving Kody and Robyn to deal with the fallout of their own choices. As each episode airs, the tension grows thicker and the truth becomes harder to ignore. Kody's body language, his deflective rants, and Robyn's carefully curated tears all feed into the perception that they're hiding something. Meanwhile, Christine's calm confidence and refusal to engage in the drama make her look even more virtuous by contrast. It's a dynamic that has completely flipped the family's image. The once powerful patriarch now looks desperate and defensive, while the woman he underestimated has become the beloved heroine of a long-running reality saga. Fans continue to debate what will happen next. Some speculate that Christine might eventually speak out more directly, perhaps in a tell-all book or exclusive interview. Others believe the financial truth will come to light through court filings or leaked documents. Whatever the case, the outrage isn't fading anytime soon. The Sister Wives audience has grown fiercely protective of Christine and her children, and they're determined to see her treated fairly after years of being undermined. In the end, the scandal has become more than just gossip. It's a reflection of how audiences have evolved alongside the show. When Sister Wives began, many viewers were fascinated by Kody's dream of a large, cooperative, plural family. But as the seasons unfolded, that dream crumbled under the weight of favoritism and hypocrisy. Now, in 2025, the story has taken a sharp turn toward accountability. Viewers no longer romanticize Kody's version of love. They see through it. They recognize the emotional abuse, the financial manipulation, and the pattern of control that defined his relationships. The explosive allegations that Kody and Robyn tried to cheat Christine out of child support have cemented their reputation as villains of their own story. Whether or not the full truth ever comes out, one thing is clear: the tide has turned. Christine has won not just her freedom, but the hearts of millions who see in her story a testament to strength and self-respect. Kody and Robyn, on the other hand, are left battling public scorn, dwindling fan support, and the haunting reality that the empire they built on lies and favoritism is collapsing before their eyes. As fans continue to demand justice and TLC faces mounting pressure to address the issue, the world waits for Christine's next move. Whether she chooses to fight publicly or continue living her best life away from the chaos, one thing is undeniable: she's already victorious in the ways that truly matter. The alleged plot to cheat her may have been designed to break her spirit, but instead it has only exposed Kody and Robyn's true colors. The once idolized family patriarch and his favorite wife now stand as symbols of deceit, while Christine shines as the embodiment of integrity, independence, and the ultimate comeback story.
Fans remember the haunting episode when Mary sat across from Kody, her eyes filled with tears, asking if he would ever consider reconciling, only to be met with cold dismissal. It was one of the most painful moments in Sister Wives history, and viewers couldn't help but feel her deep loneliness. After that emotional wreckage, Mary tried to rebuild. She focused on her business, Lizzie's Heritage Inn in Parawan, Utah, pouring her heart into the bed and breakfast that had belonged to her great-grandparents. She filled her days with work, self-improvement, and travel, often posting motivational quotes on Instagram. But behind the smiles and the scenic photos, fans sensed a deeper struggle, the quiet pain of someone who was trying to heal but still haunted by what she had lost. Mary herself admitted during interviews that the dating world wasn't easy. She described her post-Kody attempts at romance as irritating, revealing that many of the men she met didn't truly see her for who she was. Some only knew her as a reality TV figure, while others didn't take her seriously. It seemed that every date ended in disappointment, and every glimmer of hope quickly faded into frustration. Yet, in the midst of those awkward dinners and empty conversations, something began to change in Mary. She started talking about her independence, about what it meant to live for herself rather than for someone else's approval. She posted photos of her solo road trips, hikes, and quiet nights spent reflecting on her purpose. It was as if she had finally stopped searching for validation from others and instead found peace in her own company. But what fans didn't know was that during this period of quiet growth, someone new was slowly entering her life, someone who wasn't intimidated by her fame, her history, or her complicated past. According to insiders close to Mary, this mystery man appeared just when she stopped looking. The man, whose name Mary has yet to publicly reveal, reportedly met her through mutual friends who knew she had been through emotional turmoil. He wasn't part of the reality TV world, nor did he approach her as a fan. Instead, he saw her as a woman. Kind, determined, resilient, and funny. Sources say that their first few meetings weren't even traditional dates. They were conversations that stretched late into the night, filled with laughter, stories, and mutual understanding. It wasn't about impressing each other, it was about connecting. And after years of enduring what Mary once called irritating encounters with men who didn't understand her life, this connection felt genuine. When Mary finally opened up about this new chapter, fans noticed a distinct glow about her. On her social media, her posts turned lighter, her tone more playful, her smile more genuine. Gone were the cryptic quotes about pain and heartbreak. Instead, she began posting about joy, adventure, and self-love. In a recent live session with her followers, Mary was asked directly if she was seeing someone special. She smiled, hesitated for a moment, and then said, "I'll just say I'm happy, really happy. It's been a long road getting here, but I'm finally in a place where life feels good." That single statement set the internet ablaze, with Sister Wives fans flooding her comments with congratulations and emotional support. They've watched her suffer long enough, now they were watching her rise. This transformation is especially significant because it represents more than just finding romance. For Mary, happiness doesn't come solely from being in a relationship, it comes from reclaiming her self-worth after years of neglect. Her marriage to Kody, once filled with faith and devotion, became a painful example of emotional abandonment. Kody himself admitted on camera that he no longer felt romantic love for her and that he didn't see a future together. Those confessions crushed her, but they also forced her to rediscover who she was outside of Kody Brown's shadow. She's spoken about how she had to unlearn the belief that love meant sacrifice and silence. Now she embraces her voice, her independence, and her right to be loved the way she deserves. As for Kody, sources say he's not particularly pleased about Mary's newfound glow. According to insiders, Kody has always wanted to be in control of the narrative surrounding his wives, and seeing Mary move on, emotionally and romantically, challenges that control.